Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Thanks, Justin, and thanks for your patience here, guys, as we reach the final segment of today's press conference, the main event, the shootout, as we call it, between Puerto Rico's EDGAR BERLANGA and, of course, Belfast's PODY McCRORY as well. This is a fantastic fight between two huge punchers in the 168-pound division. For the man on my left, people talking about him for a long time, ranked top 5 with many governing bodies as well. A dangerous, huge puncher, as I said, looking to beat EDGAR BERLANGA and land himself a dream shot for the World Championship. And the man to my right, one of the biggest rising stars in the sport of boxing. Last time filled up Madison Square Garden, this time in Orlando, as he looks at a shot for the World Championship. And with Canelo Alvarez, without an opponent currently for May the 4th, we put this man's name in the hat with an impressive performance on Saturday night. As I said, this man, other plans, Poddy, welcome. You just remind me, you made your debut on our show in 2017 at the Odyssey Arena on Ryan Burnett's card. Now you're here, one fight away from landing yourself a huge fight in the division for the World Championship. You look very confident. Your team looks very confident. Excited for Saturday night.
Yes, of course. First off, I want to thank you, Matchroom, and Jimmy and Mick and Colin Boxing for this massive opportunity. But as you say, this is the biggest fight of my career, and I've trained like it is. And now it's up to me on Saturday night just to put on a show.
I've lost count of the amount of people that have come up to me saying, you know he's going to do this, don't you? You know, firstly, I think Jamie and Michael, of course, but so many people from Belfast, even I have to shout out Colin from IFL, who's told me for many, many years you're going to become world champion. This is it. This is your moment. Yeah,
of course. Like, I've watched many interviews from Colin in IFL, and he's said my name many times, and he's helped get this fight. But there's been a lot of work going on. I started in 2017. I'm 35 and people are questioning why only 18 fights, but I didn't fight until I was 29. And then COVID happened, so I've been very busy. I built my career to here, and people believe in me. But the main thing is I believe in myself, and I believe that this is the platform and the opportunity that I need.
What do you make of this man on the right? I mean, a lot of hype. Some people say, you know, hasn't beaten the top-level opposition yet. Other people say, you know, unbelievably heavy-handed, had all those first-round knockouts as well. You know he can fight, but watch the tape, you and the team, confident you have what it takes to beat him?
First off, I think he's a very good fighter. He's the main event. He's the star. I look about it. I don't see me, so it's the Berlanga show. I'm just here to show up. I'm from West Belfast. No one expects anything. But I think he's a great fighter. But I think I got like what it takes to win this fight, and we have practiced and meticulously went through a lot of tactics. Whether if it's A, B, or C, we're ready for what he has to bring.
Finally, when you make this step up, it's about making the moment count. It's about being cool under pressure. You believe when you walk out on Saturday, you'll execute the game plan and you will beat this man?
I think if I don't, I'm in for a very hard fight. As I say, like Berlanga, he has a style. He fights the way he fights. So if I don't put in place what I got planned, it's a very hard fight. I've been screening for this opportunity. Matchroom and the Zone, the biggest platform for me in the sport. And now I'm here. It's up to me to show up.
Thank you, Poddy. EDGAR, welcome. You look in tremendous shape, by far the best shape I've seen you in your career so far. You take this man seriously, you take the stage seriously, the part in the career that you're at and basically the verge you're on of all these huge fights. This is a real fight, a real test on Saturday.
Oh, of course. You know, first and foremost, I want to thank Matchroom. I want to thank you. I want to thank the Zone. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for making this happen. Yeah, we don't overlook anybody. You know what I'm saying? McCrory's a tough guy. You know, he's coming from Ireland. He's undefeated. You know, he's coming from the bottom just like I am. And we ready. You know, every fighter is gonna come to try to beat me, and we know that. I know the competition is getting more heavier, more tougher. So you know, we just prep very well for this camp. You know, we never overlooked him, his camp, or anything. You know, because at this level, anything can happen, and we understand that as a fighter. You know, the 168 division, you can have no power, but you put on 10-ounce gloves, anybody could punch. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, we took this fight very serious. We taking him very serious. You know, and I'm happy that he took the fight. You know, obviously we was trying to reach for that Munguia fight, for this fight. But, you know, obviously, you know, it didn't happen. So, you know, we chose Patrick McCRORY to fight. But, yeah, we ready.
Undefeated fighter, and, you know, this fight is called Shootout because you're both very heavy-handed, you're both aggressive fighters. Fans on the zone should be in for a great fight on Saturday.
Well, of course, you know, I got the Draco and I got the, you know, AL-15 right here, so we active.
We'll talk about the future as well. I know you're not overlooking him as well, but a lot of talk around a potential fight. You know, people talk about Munguia, people even talking about Canelo Alvarez on May 4th. This fight's massive for your career. You slip up here, you're right at the bottom of the list of those fights. You look good on Saturday night. You can stand on the turnbuckle and call all those names.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're not right now, at this time, you know, my main focus is this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? It's Patrick McCRORY. I don't give a fuck about, you know, Canelo. I don't care about Munguia. You know what I'm saying? There's this man across from me that's trying to take my oath. So I got to put my main focus on this man, and I got to handle my business. And then eventually we can focus on these other guys.
And finally, I know where this guy comes from. I know his team as well. They're really coming to win this fight. There'll be great support.
Yeah, us too. You know what I'm saying? We come from the slums too, man. Like, I ain't have it all nice. You know, when I turned pro, nobody wanted to sign me. You know, my first 3-4 fights was in Mexico. You get what I'm saying? So I got it from the mud too. So I know they coming, we coming too. He's Irish, we Puerto Rican, man. We get it popping. Last
time we saw Ireland, Puerto Rico was Katie Taylor against Serrano in Madison Square Garden. It was unbelievable. We're going to be sold out on Saturday night as well. Time for Edgar Berlanga to make a statement to the world on Saturday?
Oh, of course. You know, it's statement season. You know, this whole weekend I've been saying superstar week, you know, because I got to shine. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. You know, they say a lot of big fights is Mexico versus Puerto Rico, but it's also Puerto Rico versus the Irish. You know, and I take my hat off to all the Irish fighters out there, you know what I'm saying, because they tough, and they coming to fight.
Well, you're going to see a great fight on Saturday night. This man needs a statement victory. He's in tremendous shape, and PODY McCRORY, I'm telling you, he's coming to win this fight. He's got plenty of support here as well in Orlando on Saturday night. A huge main event and a stacked night of boxing, part of a huge upcoming schedule live on DAZN. We're going to face these guys off, and we'll see you for the weigh-in tomorrow. Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.